You weren't chosen to blend in. You were chosen to break chains. And no, discipline isn't some talent you either have or you don't. Discipline is obedience. Obedience to the one who called you out of darkness into light. The question is, will you answer like a warrior or sleep like a slave? In this world, people love to say, he's just naturally disciplined, as if it's a gift, as if it's luck. But listen carefully. God never said discipline is for the gifted. He said it's for the faithful. Discipline is not about how you feel. It's about who you follow. And if you're following Christ, you already know He doesn't call you to comfort. He calls you to character. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You've been called. Now it's time to obey. The world teaches you discipline is about abs and productivity. God teaches you discipline is about becoming like Christ. Worldly discipline says chase success. Godly discipline says pursue righteousness. Worldly discipline seeks applause. Godly discipline seeks approval from the Father. The difference? The world builds performance. God builds perseverance. And in this fight, this spiritual war, you don't need six-packs. You need a sword, the Word of God, a heart trained in obedience, a mind renewed daily, and knees that know how to bow and surrender. You think the big battles define you? Wrong. It's the daily grind, the unseen obedience, the private victories, the painful no's that shape the man of God. The real warrior is faithful in what no one sees, so God can use him in what everyone sees. Luke 16:10. Whoever is faithful in very little is also faithful in much. And that little might just be waking up early to pray, closing that browser when temptation knocks, finishing what you started, speaking life instead of anger. Discipline is forged in silence, but it echoes in eternity. Hebrews 5:8 says, though he was a son, yet he learned obedience through what he suffered. Jesus, the Son of God, didn't just know obedience, he learned it through pain, through process, through surrender. And if our King learned obedience through suffering, why do we think we'll walk into greatness through ease? True discipline says, not my will, but yours be done. True obedience walks even when it bleeds. You were not made for mediocrity. You are not called to be soft. You are a warrior of God, not because you're strong, but because you obey the one who is. So rise up, train your soul like a soldier, discipline your body, renew your mind, crucify your comfort, and walk in obedience every single day. Because at the end of this life, God won't ask you how many talents you had. He'll ask if you were faithful with what He gave you. God is not calling you to comfort, but to character, and your character is revealed by your discipline. Stay faithful, chosen one. Stay dangerous, and remember, discipline is not a feeling, it's obedience to your commander. Let's march. If this spoke to your spirit, drop a comment below and tell me what you're fighting for. And if you're ready to grow into the warrior God called you to be, follow for more. This is just the beginning.